Hi, I'm Tim L. Walker, Principal Broker of Faris Team Mortgage Brokerage. I'm here with Carolyn Cameron, Marketing Manager for Faris Team Real Estate Brokerage, but she's also a client of mine. We recently spoke about refinancing her mortgage, and here's part 2 of that conversation.
So, Tim, I'm about to ask you what you're likely asked by your clients about 10 times a day. But now that I am looking at my mortgage options again, what is the stronger option right now, a fixed rate or a variable rate mortgage? But actually, maybe it would be helpful if you could explain for me again what the difference is between the two.
Yeah, for sure. Good question. Fixed rate mortgages are kind of what they sound like. You lock into one rate and it stays the same throughout the entire term of your mortgage. And a variable rate mortgage is tied to the prime rate set by the Bank of Canada, and that can change throughout your term. So your rate can go up or down depending on what happens with the prime rate.
Okay, got it. So is now a good time to look at a variable rate mortgage? Because I've always had a fixed, but I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I tend to err on the side of variable rate mortgages. They tend to come out ahead in most cases with Canadian mortgages. That being said, a lot of people, because of the low rates, are wanting to lock in with fixed rates right now. But even just over the past couple of weeks, fixed rates have started climbing again, whereas variable rates, the discount is getting a little bit bigger, which means you're getting a little bit lower rate on the variable side. So variable rates are actually looking more appealing again.
Okay. Yeah, because I think when you think variable, you think it's riskier to go with a variable rate mortgage. But how often, in fact, would I expect my rate to change?
Yeah, that's a good question. The Bank of Canada meets 8 times a year to decide if they're going to make rate changes and other economic decisions. Last year was a little bit of an exception because of the pandemic. They had a couple of emergency rate drops, but generally speaking, they meet 8 times per year. And in the past, really, rates tend not to move near that often. So we're looking at a couple of times a year, usually on average.
Okay, that's good to know. And as I understand it, I can lock in to a fixed rate mortgage from a variable mortgage without penalty should variable rates start to climb.
Yeah, for sure. So as prime rate goes up, with most mortgage products, you have an option to lock in one way or another, whether that's locking in at a posted rate or their best rate or their 3-year term or their 5-year term is going to depend on which lender you have the mortgage with, but almost all of them have the option to lock in at some point without penalty.
Right. Okay, that's good to know. All right, thanks, Tim. Looks like we will be working on refinancing my mortgage sooner than later.
Yeah, my pleasure. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to direct message us. We're happy to help.